Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's episode, I'm just going to give you a quick market update. So before I get into this video, I just want to make it clear whatever I say in this video should not be considered financial advice, and I'd advise you to do your own research before you buy any cryptocurrency. Okay, so let's just dive into the Bitcoin price. So here I have the monthly chart for Bitcoin. We just had the monthly close there as it's now the start of December. And you can see in the chart here, this has been the biggest monthly candle ever in Bitcoin's history. If you just measure this, this is absolutely crazy. So it's an increase of nearly $27,000, which is absolutely insane. If we drop down to the 4-hour chart, now in my previous update video I did last week, I did estimate Bitcoin's price, where it's going to go over the next 2 months. Now, as you can see here in the chart, it is this yellow line here. Now, I did predict that we would break the 100k level, especially after Thanksgiving, but that did not happen. In my prediction, I did suspect that we would break the 100k level and then we'd see a sharp sell-off. I was assuming that the Bitcoin price would come down, sell off, and close the CME gap here roughly around $80,000. If we zoom into this chart, you can see that the Bitcoin price is starting to roll over here. So I do remain bearish in the immediate short term, and I'll go through why in this video. So currently the price is sitting at $96,000. Now yesterday we did see a new moon for Bitcoin. Usually a new moon signals a local top for Bitcoin. So this is one of the reasons why I'm on the bearish camp, especially in the immediate to short term. Now over the next few days, I do suspect that we will see more downside action out of Bitcoin. So I imagine we will see something like this and eventually come back into this demand zone here, roughly around the lower 90k level. Now, we may see a bounce here. We may see a reaction, and I could be wrong about this whole Bitcoin closing the CME gap now and it just off to the races again. It may be just a shallow bounce, and then again, we eventually then head lower. So there's plenty of variables in the market. There's plenty of reasons why I suspect that we may see more downside. So if we zoom out a little bit and just look at Bitcoin on the daily, it actually has gained so much over the past month that I do suspect that we are due a pullback. So obviously I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know how low it's going to go, but I do suspect that we will see a pullback over the next week. What's also interesting, I've seen this tweet here from John Galt. So every single month since July, we've seen BTC dip in the first week of the month and put in the monthly low. Funny coincidence. Okay, so we just move back onto the Bitcoin dominance chart. So this is the monthly Bitcoin dominance chart, and I have talked about this before, that the dominance was going up in this rising wedge. For it to eventually break out, it was like a fake out, and now you can see it's now starting to break to the downside. So this is exactly what we want to see for our altcoin bags. So this is suggesting that there's more money now flowing into the altcoins. And I do suspect that this trend will continue. So moving back onto Ethereum. So Ethereum has been looking good over the last few days. It did break out of this diagonal trend line. Now I do suspect that if we do see a shakeout of Bitcoin, it may bring Ethereum with it, all depending on how big the shakeout is. So we may get a retrace in Ethereum back to test this trend line before getting a reaction and move to the upside again. So if we look at the total tree, so this is the total tree, the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is really on a tear here, and you're really seeing a lot of liquidity moving into the high cap alts. So we did see a lot of liquidity flow into all the Dino coins, like the coins that were big in the previous cycle. Coins like XRP, which we'll talk about in this video. Also ADA, Phantom, and a lot of the old coins that were very prominent in the previous bull run. So this is coming up to resistance here. It's nearly just about to break all-time highs. So it put in an all-time high in the previous bull market back in November of 2021. This easily could see a pullback. It has been quite extended here. And then if we look at the others chart, so this is the total crypto market cap excluding the top 10 altcoins. And as you can see, this still has a lot of catching up to do to break its previous all-time high. Now, again, this move is quite extended, so I would not be surprised if we do see a slight drop before continuation to the upside. Okay, so total cryptocurrency market cap increased by over $1 trillion in November alone. So this is absolutely insane. So you can see now there's more and more FOMO, there's more and more money coming back into the crypto space, which is very good to see. So the US government moves 10,000 Bitcoin worth $963 million to Coinbase. Is the government preparing to sell? So this is obviously more and more uncertainty, and this is another reason why my bias is to the downside in the immediate short term. But overall, I'm long-term bullish. I do suspect that the end of December will be very, very good for cryptocurrency as a whole. Okay, so again, XRP surpasses a $150 billion market cap. Now, I did not see this coming at all, as well as the majority of crypto Twitter. So this is probably one of the most hated rallies of this year. So if we look at on CoinGecko, so you can see that XRP has surpassed Solana and Tether over the last week, which is absolutely insane. In my opinion, I would value Solana more so than XRP, but if you're holding XRP, congratulations, you deserve this pump. If we just zoom into the XRP price and we just go to the max. So even in the previous bull market, XRP didn't even put in an all-time high. So its all-time high would be $3.40. So the previous bull market, so it only just got to under $2. So now it has surpassed the previous bull market's all-time highs, and it's not too far away from all-time highs. So this is obviously unreal if you're an XRP holder. I don't hold it personally. I have a few friends that do, and congratulations to them. So I would not be buying XRP here. I do believe it is slightly overvalued, and it is definitely overdue a pullback. But in the long run, I do suspect that it probably has more upside in this bull run. Now, I am seeing some crazy predictions on TikTok and on Twitter. Some people are calling for $1,000 XRP. Now, that, in my opinion, will never happen. Because if you look at the market cap, it's already sitting at $155 billion market cap. So if I was in XRP now, I would be taking some profits. Now, the reason why it's going so high is because a lot of people are shorting this, and we're currently seeing a short squeeze. Okay, so moving on here, I just seen this tweet here. I thought it was funny. So XRP boys waiting for this since 2018. So just to poke a little bit of fun on the XRP holders. Okay, so moving on again here. So this is more uncertainty that I'm seeing on the timeline. So Japan's rising yen value has heightened fears of a yen carry trade unwind. So the Bank of Japan is widely expected to raise interest rates from 0.25% to 0.5%, potentially at its policy meeting on December 19th. The yen's rally following its October surge could trigger unwinding of the carry trades, where investors borrow yen at low rates to invest in higher yielding assets abroad. A rate hike may reduce profitability for such trades, forcing investors to unwind positions, which could impact global liquidity. Markets anticipate a rate hike either in December or January, and volatility in yen-related markets is expected. Investors should monitor these developments closely and consider portfolio adjustments to mitigate risks. So if we just go back to the Bitcoin price here, and I remember back on the, I think it was the end of July, I think it was roughly around the 28th or the 29th. That's when we did see the initial raise of interest rates in Japan. So they raised it 0.25%. So this is what triggered the unwind of the yen carry trade. So when this happened, so a lot of people, when the interest rates goes higher, then people then would have to be forced to sell off their equities, their stocks, to pay back the yen. So when this happened back in the end of July, we did see a huge sell-off for Bitcoin. So if we just get the measurement tool here, and it did drop 30%. So just be cognizant of that. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but there are fears that they might raise interest rates to 0.5%. Okay, so moving on here, we have the Bitcoin ETF flows. So as of today, we've only seen a small inflow of only 15 million. We did see some outflows last week. I'd say there was a majority, there were some investors obviously taking profits because we were very close to that $100K Bitcoin. And that's such a psychological level for a lot of investors. So it is understandable that people would be taking profits around that number. Yeah, the inflow today, we still have to get updated from BlackRock. But overall, the inflows are quite low. But moving on to Ethereum. So this is the Ethereum Spot ETF. Now, we did see some nice inflows last week. We even seen some inflows from Grayscale. Now, today we are seeing a bit of an outflow, but yet again, we have to get updated on Invesco, 21 Shares, and BlackRock. So this may turn into an actual inflow. But overall, we are seeing the Ethereum catch a bid, which is obviously very, very good for the altcoins. So there you have it, folks. That is your update. If you got value of this one, please go down, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.